Right now at noon, the trial of a DCI agent pleading not guilty in the shooting of Quadron Wilson is underway. We're live at the courthouse with what was said during opening statements. Plus, former President Trump facing a deadline to pay nearly $500 million financial penalty. Why his attorneys say it's a practical impossibility and what it could mean for his campaign. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm Josh Breiter. We start this afternoon with first warn weather on this first day of spring. Temperatures will be feeling like it, but winter will be making its return later this week. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hard to believe with how nice and sunny it is out there, Kelly.
Yeah, officially it's not spring yet. We got to wait a few more hours. Spring does come in tonight, and it's not going to really feel like it going through the rest of the week. We are calling for some colder temperatures, but officially the spring equinox comes in at 10:06, so that means about 12 hours between sunrise and sunset. And typically we start to see some warmer weather. Not going to be so much going forward. Now, not bad at the noon hour here. We're currently in the 40s. In fact, it's right now 46 in Middleton, 44 currently in Madison. So not a bad afternoon. A little bit breezy. Wind chill values are in the 30s and low 40s at the noon hour. And the winds will continue not only today, but tonight, right through tomorrow. And it looks like that'll be kind of the trend throughout the week. It's going to turn quite a bit active as we go through the later part of the week. Highs in the low 50s today, so running above average. But after that, we're calling for highs only in the 30s for the rest of the week. Snow does arrive Thursday night. Now, this won't be coming in until late in the evening, more likely toward midnight through the overnight right into a Friday, especially Friday morning. That's when we will see some impacts with some of that snow, some accumulating snow. We'll have those details coming up. In the meantime, we've had some high thin clouds out here this noon hour. Otherwise, sunshine today and some colder weather for the rest of the week. We've got two storm systems to talk about. We'll have more on that coming up in the first warn forecast.
Week. Yeah, busy week for you guys, Kelly. Thank you. Continuing coverage now on the trial of Mark Wagner, the DCI agent charged with endangering the public when he shot at Quadron Wilson in February of 2022. Our Kyle Pazorski is live at the courthouse with the latest from day one. Kyle?
Yes, Josh, what we heard this morning were opening statements from both sides' attorneys laying out what we expect the evidence and witnesses. District Attorney Ismail Ozan went first, saying since Quadron Wilson did not have a gun on him during the arrest operation, Wagner had no reason to use force. Attorney Daniel Sanders, who's representing Wagner, then delivered a lengthy opening statement in which he focused on the reasoning behind why Wagner believed he should use deadly force, saying he'd been briefed on Wilson's past behavior and believed Wilson shot at him.
He's not back. Pesky thinks that Wagner was shot. Holly thinks that Wagner was shot. Hale thinks that Wagner was shot. The other agents that were around in the vicinity that saw him fall thinks he's shot.
After this, Sanders went on to say Wagner was in shock following the incident, still thinking he'd been fired at. The defense is arguing that's what gave Wagner the right to fire at Wilson. And right now, Josh, some witnesses have begun to take the stand, including a detective from the Dane County Sheriff's Office, as well as people who were in the vicinity at the time. And of course, we'll have more on the trial as it goes on later tonight at 4. Reporting downtown, Kyle Pazorski, News 3 Now.
Kyle, thank you. Middleton police say they arrested a woman who was driving under the influence and found lying on the ground on the city's north side. Officers were sent to the area of the Bristle Boar Bar early Sunday evening. They say the 42-year-old woman smelled of alcohol, had bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech. Following sobriety testing, the suspect was arrested for a felony OWI. A live look at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. now, where congressional leaders formally announced a deal to keep the rest of the government funded through the fiscal year. House Speaker Mike Johnson says House and Senate committees have started drafting the text of the bill. Congress has until the end of Friday to pass the deal. Time is running out for former President Trump to come up with $454 million for a bond needed to appeal his civil fraud case in New York State. Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump is facing a deadline next week, owing nearly $500 million from his New York civil fraud judgment. After Trump was unable to reach agreement with more than 30 companies that provide appeal bonds, his attorneys said raising the money in time is a practical impossibility. Without a bond, New York Attorney General Letitia James could begin freezing bank accounts and seizing prized properties, including Trump Tower and 40 Wall Street.
The bottom line is this is rigged.
Trump is facing a cash crunch not only to fight his multiple legal battles, but to fund his presidential campaign. At the start of 2024, his cash on hand has lagged behind the Biden campaign. CBS News has learned Trump is considering enlisting his former 2016 campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, to help raise money. Manafort was found guilty of committing several financial crimes, including tax and bank fraud in 2018, and later pardoned by Trump.
Mr. President.
This morning, President Biden departed for a 3-day swing through western battleground states. His campaign says it's raised $53 million in February and has $155 million in cash on hand for his reelection bid. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Trump has already posted a $91.6 million bond in the defamation case he lost to E. Jean Carroll. Well, right now, House Speaker Mike Johnson is coming to the defense of Donald Trump and weighing in on the former president's controversial bloodbath comments about the economic impacts of a second Biden term.
Now, if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it.
Really, he was 100% correct, and I think what he was saying at the rally reflects what most of the American people understand and believe. If these misguided policies of the Biden administration are allowed to continue, not only will we see a bloodbath in the auto industry, which we are seeing, we will see a bloodbath in our energy industry as well, and in all the other sectors of our economy, too.
The Biden-Harris campaign made its own statement about Trump's comment on the auto industry, calling it a threat of political violence. All of this as 5 states hold presidential primaries today. Trump and Biden have already clinched the number of delegates needed to receive their party's nominations. A Neenah-based animal rescue will be in Madison this upcoming weekend to take your unwanted exotic pets. J&R Aquatic Animal Rescue will host an exotic pet surrender event. This is happening on Saturday from noon until 3 at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center. The event will take all pets with no questions asked. They just ask the animals be brought in a secure container. The rescue's director says they do these events so people can safely surrender the animals instead of releasing them into the wild.
If you've got like a dog or cat, it's easy to think of like, oh, I can go to the Humane Society, they'll help me. But if you've got something more exotic like fish, birds, reptiles, there might not be resources in your area for those types of pets. And that's where we step in.
Again, the surrender event is from 12 until 3 Saturday afternoon at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center. The address is up on channel3000.com. A programming reminder for tomorrow, we will be carrying the Bucks and Boston Celtics game right here on WISC-TV Channel 3. The Bucks game starts at 6:30 Wednesday night. Survivor and the Amazing Race will move to Television Wisconsin. That's 3.2 over the air. Survivor begins at 7, Amazing Race at 8:30. Once the game is over, Amazing Race will come back on air in progress and continue on TW. If you can't access TW, you can watch CBS primetime programming the very next day on CBS.com. Well, still ahead for us this afternoon, Sports Illustrated getting a new publisher, and the first birth control available in the U.S. without a prescription is now officially on sale.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Transform your space easily with one-coat paint from Dutch Boy at Menards. Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. Get a gallon starting at $29.98 after rebate. Give your space the Platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. Its stain-shield technology protects your spaces with a performance you'd expect from luxury paint at a price you wouldn't. A gallon of flat is $36.48 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3 to 1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Habitat homes are not free. They're built and bought by hardworking families just like yours. Families with jobs, dreams, and a strong determination to create a better future. With stable homes, they can invest more in their health, education, community, and beyond.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Americans are doing their best to get by, but with an uncertain economy and prices still rising, budgets are stretched thin. And Washington's new capital regulation is another bill Americans can't afford. Basel III Endgame will make loans, utilities, and groceries more expensive and make it harder to access credit. Families, seniors, farmers, and small businesses are already struggling to make ends meet. Washington needs to scrap Basel III Endgame and start over.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Demery today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Sports Illustrated is getting a new publisher. Israel's Minute Media has secured the publishing rights for Sports Illustrated and will take over responsibility for its print and digital operations, though the magazine will still be owned by Authentic Brands Group. The deal will last 10 years with an option to extend for another 30 years, according to the New York Times. The companies did not disclose financial details. The first birth control pill available in the U.S. without a prescription is now officially on sale. For now, the contraceptive Opill is only available at Opill.com and Amazon, with a 1-month supply costing $20 and a 3-month supply going for $50. It's expected to be available in stores later this month. And fabric and craft store Joann has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy amid spending cutbacks from consumers and high operating costs. The company says it intends to keep its more than 800 stores open as it goes through restructuring. Joann also plans to revert back to a private company after going public 3 years ago. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
At the noon hour, here's the stock report. We're in the green so far on this Tuesday. The Dow up 260 points, NASDAQ up 34, and the S&P 500 up 22. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. We have a look at today's ag prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking the next storm system in his first warn forecast. Then later today on Live at 4, Angie Horkin is celebrating March and March Madness with Irish-inspired recipes.
Does your roof look great from the ground, but yet it's still leaking? We see roofs every day that look great, but the important details weren't done correctly. With the average cost of a replacement roof being north of $25,000, that might not be what you need. Let one of our specialists give you a free 16-point inspection and let you know exactly what's really wrong with your roof and show you how we can restore it, saving you thousands. Remember, when you think roofing, think Larson, Wisconsin's best roofing experience.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, Pro Adjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Sleep Awareness Month at Steinhoffel's, get a Tempur-Pedic Queen mattress for only $52 per month, plus $300 in Steinhoffel's cash. Tempur-Pedics are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by supporting the body as no other mattress can. Upgrade to the Tempur-Breeze and sleep up to 10 degrees cooler for just $96 per month. Make the connection between better health and sleep at Steinhoffel's. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show. How did y'all come together? NSYNC's Joey Fatone and Backstreet Boys' AJ McLean are touring together.
We can't wait to see, that's for sure.
Plus, Night Course Melissa Rauch is here.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. Campaign 2024 is heating up in battleground Wisconsin, and News 3 Now is bringing you complete team coverage throughout this crucial election year. From the candidates to the issues that matter to you, the voters. Campaign 2024 on News 3 Now, moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back. Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, not a bad noon hour. We've got some sunshine. The sky a little bit milkish white. Still have some of these high thin clouds out here. Those will be on their way out. You can see that on our visible satellite. Most of this is skirting through Madison right now, but off to the west you see darker areas on our visible satellite, and that is indicating some clearing. We will get into more and more sunshine. You can see all the sun that we have in southwestern Wisconsin and Platteville. Our Queen Bee radio sky cam showing the clear blue there. We got a little bit more milkish white over Madison right now. 51 expected today, actually above our average, which now is 45. And you notice our sunrise and sunset both after 7 o'clock, and we've got about 12 hours of time between the sunrise and sunset, and that gives us the summer solstice, or the, I should say, the equinox, the spring equinox, and that comes in officially tonight at 10:06. It is breezy out here. This westerly wind right now up at around 10 to 20 miles per hour, so that may add a little bit of a chill. We're kind of on the edge of the cool air that's slid a little bit further to the east, and the mild air that's off to the west, and in between sits us, and that's why we're seeing some milder temperatures today, but that'll be changing as we got some colder air that'll be wrapping in tonight. That'll continue right through tomorrow. And for the rest of the week, we're calling for temperatures only in the 30s. And we're going to be right on the edge of that cool air and mild air. So that means kind of an active weather pattern setting up going into the weekend. And none of that mild air really gets here until possibly next week. And we're talking about a storm system coming in from the northwest. You can see this band of snow developing from the Dakotas. Probably not reaching here until about midnight. We'll start to see some snow accumulation waking up Friday morning. About 2 to 4 inches of snow, maybe some locations to the north, upwards of 5 inches. I think the heaviest snow will fall across parts of central areas of the state where they could be talking about nearly 6 inches. So we'll look at the sunshine to be with us throughout the afternoon as temperatures climb into low 50s. Enjoy the mild temperatures today. This evening, not bad. Still in the 40s going up until 10 o'clock or so before those temperatures dip. And they will dip. Tomorrow, we're not even going to get out of the 30s, and that'll be the trend for the rest of the week. Along with that, we'll have that accumulating snow. Now, it's going to be that wet, sloppy snow that hits us on Friday, so a lot of that will be melting on contact. With this time of the year, with temperatures in the 30s. We'll see some of the snow developing. Once again, after midnight, we do have the first warn alert day due to the impacts, especially for that morning commute. And I think that's when the snow will be with us. Should gradually taper off later in the morning. And we should see improvement in the afternoon. But once again, the snowfall heaviest in central areas of the state, generally 2 to 4 inches. Some locations maybe upwards of 5 inches once you get up toward the Dells, and then into central Wisconsin, some locations over 6 inches. Then we're talking about another storm system that'll be affecting us later in the weekend. This will bring us, well, initially it looks like some snow. Now the computer models are bringing in some milder air, so it should shift over to mainly rain as we go into the afternoon on Sunday night, into most of Monday. Then some of the cold air wraps in. Some of that may mix a little bit of snow when it tails off. And it's going to be windy, and we're talking about the potential for some heavier rains on Monday as well. 44 in Madison right now, 48 already in Janesville, already 50 off to the west. So we are seeing some temperatures that may actually get in the mid-50s in southwestern Wisconsin. 42 down in the south, and you can see that temperatures are fairly mild here at the noon hour with the sunshine. Breezy today, 35 only tomorrow, so quite a drop in our temperatures. In the rest of the week, we're in the 30s with that chance of snow developing toward the midnight hour Thursday night. Continuing into Friday, primarily in the morning. A dry day Saturday before the next system brings us some snow, and then eventually changing over to some rain, and then a mix on Monday with temperatures in the 40s. So some active weather for the end of the week into the weekend.
Yeah, it is nice to see the moisture. We could use that, but snow?
Yeah, we're kind of done with it, aren't we?
I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly. New at noon, construction crews in Paris are marking a milestone in the reconstruction of the famous Notre Dame Cathedral. The iconic monument caught fire nearly 5 years ago, but as CBS's Ian Lee shows us, the scaffolding is now coming off.
Notre Dame's crowning achievement is capturing hearts in Paris. The 900-year-old cathedral has shaken off its 600 tons of scaffolding to reveal a new spire. A time-lapse video shows the lead-up to the grand reveal, which wowed these tourists from Wisconsin.
Nothing short of a miracle, considering all the damage.
It's nice to see it come back. Brings hope. Paris deserves that.
The world held its breath watching flames engulf Notre Dame in 2019. The medieval masterpiece largely survived, but the roof and iconic spire went up in smoke, leaving a gaping hole in the heart of the French capital. Builders have spent the last 5 years resurrecting the Lady of Paris. A golden rooster, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, adorns the new 300-foot spire, perched on a cross.
Once the spire was visible again, we got that same wow factor.
Officials hope to give tourists that same reaction when the cathedral's doors open at the end of the year. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
French officials had initially hoped the cathedral will be open by this summer when Paris hosts millions for the Olympic Games. Well, up next at noon, Howard is noting the change of seasons in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It's officially spring, which means it's time for our taste buds to say goodbye to hot and hearty and hello to lighter and brighter.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Come on, Michael, come on. Catch the ball! Huddle up! Do you need to get your eyes checked? Well, actually...
Here's the play. Stanton Optical makes glasses in 30 minutes. It's easy on 3. 1, 2, 3. Easy!
Hut! Come on, Michael, you got this! Come on, turn! Michael, catch! I can see! You did it! I did it!
30-minute glasses? Now that's an easy play. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Organize your home with Closet Made. We carry everything you need to maximize your space in closets, pantries, laundry rooms, and more. This Closet Made closet kit is $144.79 after rebate. Transform your space with flooring that stands up to life's messes. Perfect Seal laminate flooring is waterproof, wear and stain resistant, and clicks together for easy installation. Excel laminate flooring is $289 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
We are Dane County. We are Madison, McFarland, Sun Prairie. We are Waunakee, Stoughton, Middleton, Deerfield, and everywhere in between. We are committed to being unique in supporting the value when families share the memories of family and friends at the loss of a loved one. We are Crest Funeral and Cremation Service, More than just a funeral home, we are the people you know and trust to help families before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Learn more at crestfuneralservice.com.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde, running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Winter's officially behind us, and today's the first day of spring. That means more hours of daylight, warmer temperatures, and a craving for foods that are lighter and brighter. That also means that soup takes a backseat to salad, chicken moves to the center of the plate, and fresh-tasting desserts like the lemon meringue cookies that we're making today win out over bubbling hot cobblers. To make these, we begin by unrolling a couple of refrigerated pie crusts. With a cookie cutter or a glass, we cut out circles like this. Now, we place these on a baking sheet and into the oven they go until they're golden. Once they cool a bit, we top each with a mixture of cream cheese and powdered sugar, which looks just like meringue. A little dollop of lemon curd goes on top, and voila, a 4-ingredient cookie that tastes just like lemon meringue pie, with a flaky crust and the perfect balance of lemon and creamy icing. To get the recipe for our lemon meringue cookies, simply hop onto our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, wishing you a happy first day of spring. One that's filled with lots of, ooh, it's so good. They're delicious.
It is time for Potentially Yours as we introduce you to our pet of the week. Dane County Humane Society would like you to meet King. This friendly adult pup enjoys receiving pets and snuggles and playing with toys. He can be timid about new places, but he is a curious one and likes to explore. King is a smart pup who knows sit very well, especially if it means he gets rewarded with treats. He also enjoys going for walks. While King is wiggly when meeting other dogs through a fence, he also is unsure about them, so introductions should be done slowly. King is looking for a patient family who will be continuing to work with him on his positive reinforcement training while also spoiling him with fun adventures, treats, and snuggles. Happening today, stop by Mounds Pet Food Warehouse in Fitchburg this afternoon to meet adoptable animals from Dane County Humane Society. The adoption event will be from 2 to 4. To see which furry friends will be attending, you can follow DCHS on Facebook. And now an update. Last week's pet Obi the cat and Ava the cat featured the week before are still available for adoption. So if you are interested in adopting right now, you can check out the animals of the Dane County Humane Society by going to giveshelter.org. Good day to get outside and maybe walk the dog, Kelly, on this almost first day of spring.
Yeah, officially spring arrives tonight, and it's feeling like spring today, kind of like what it should be. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s today, and this evening we'll see temperatures still in the 40s, still running a little bit above our average today, but that'll change tomorrow. Only in the 30s. We'll be in the 30s the rest of the week. First warn alert day due to some accumulating snow. It'll be a sloppy, wet snow with temperatures in the 30s. Another alert day for some snow, then eventually changing over to some rain. That'll be coming our way on Sunday into Monday. Could see some heavy rains along with that, some winds. Should start to wind down by Tuesday. Temperatures cool, though, still in the 40s next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. A lot to watch. Stay tuned, folks. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow.